Okay, boys and girls, the SWAC kicked off Media Day on Wednesday as we get ready for the spring season. Now, here's what we have for you. We're going to hear from a few coaches, a player. We're going to have the all-conference teams along with preseason players of the year. But first, this PSA. If you want to shoot your shot with Jackson State and Coach Prime for you, your nephew, your cousin, man, just leave Deion's mama out of it, okay?
Somebody called my mama the other day, man. You got a 4-star kid called my mama. How you get my mama's phone number? I mean, the kid was from Georgia, 3 or 4-star kid from Georgia. They knew somebody that knew my sister that got in touch with my mama. So I'd shoot the message to the linebackers coach. They do the homework, and the kid turns out to be a dog. I mean, it's crazy things like that has been happening. The problem that we have at this point is the number of scholarships, the numbers that we have. Shoot, if we had a clean slate, it would be ridiculous. And we love this problem, though. We love the problem that we're having right now, and we love it. We love how competitive these kids are. I can't wait for you to see what we're going to put on the field.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, so this season, it's going to be like a free play. The NCAA is basically giving everyone a free year. So in the fall, we might have ourselves some super seniors out there. That's good for coaches, good for fans, but it always rolls downhill, right? So the people feeling the squeeze could be high school seniors trying to get into the game.
As I feel for the high school kids, because there are so many high school kids that are deserving of college scholarships athletically on the football field. And you know, everyone seems to, you know, run towards, you know, transfer portals and things of that nature. And I understand why, you know, because you got a lot of these, you know, Power 5 and Group 5 players that are available. But for us, you know, whether we're getting transfers, whether we're getting JUCO kids or whether we're getting high school kids, you know, for us, it's about what's the perfect fit, you know, and we're looking for a certain temperament. We're looking for a certain type of young man. We're looking for, you know, a certain kid that we believe is a G-man.
Okay, let's get back into kids who will be there. At Alcorn State, Felix Harper is the returning Offensive Player of the Year, so no surprise at all that he is the preseason Player of the Year offensively. And until proven otherwise, Alcorn State is still the team to beat in the SWAC East. But in the fall, will they be the team to beat out west once realignment hits?
That's a great question, but question to answer, you know, because every year I see Coach Odom, I see Coach Farr, and I see Coach Dooley. The 2 coaches I don't see is Coach McKenzie and Coach Doc Gamble at Texas Southern and Pine Bluff. So I get a chance to go to coach this year. So, you know, I think, you know, they did a great job of putting us over there. Geographic-wise, it's a great decision. It's an easy decision for the commissioners to make, and which, you know, I have no problem playing football. Very competitive coach, and this coaching staff that we have is a very competitive coaching staff. And so we always put together a great game plan for those guys anyway over on the east side. So this will be the last time we'll see the east side before we move on to west during the fall.
Okay, let's take a look at who's joining Harper on the offensive first team in the SWAC for the preseason. If you want to check out the complete list of first team and second team, head over to hbcugameday.com for all of that. We have the full list for you there, offense and defense. Here's a spoiler alert. Aqeel Glass, quarterback at Alabama A&M, is not first team. He's second team, but he's the only quarterback in the league to average 300 yards a game passing. No one else is even close. He is a baller, and he stays ready. Glass has been ready to get back on the field since last fall.
It started last fall. We were up here in the semester just doing workouts. The coaching staff wasn't as much involved as they normally are. So just being able to get the guys out, running routes at a local park, working out at a local gym, doing all that, making sure everybody's doing what they can do in that situation was most important to me. But as we go into the season, just reminding those guys to be diligent with wearing their masks, social distancing, all those things so that we can play as many games as possible.
Now, even though they haven't been playing, the Bulldogs have been busy. Alabama A&M has been busy signing some dogs during the early signing period, and Connell Maynor will also utilize that extra year of eligibility if you ball all the way out, like all the way out.
For me, it won't be very difficult. I take my seniors, how many seniors I got. It's going to be very simple for me. If you're an all-conference player, I'm going to bring you back. And if you're not, I'm not going to bring you back, and I'm going to go out and sign me some freshmen and develop those guys and get those guys ready to play. My guys going to know that from day one. The parents going to know that from day one. And I just can't bring all the seniors back and not sign any freshmen. I can't do that. So if a senior is a valuable part of the program and an all-conference player, I'm going to be obligated to bring him back, and then I'll just sign them as freshmen as I can.
Defensive side of the ball, your SWAC Defensive Player of the Year is Keontae Hampton from Jackson State. So come on now. You know we're going to get around to talking about those Tigers. Come on. Now, the stat line between Hampton and Armani Holloway from Alabama A&M is neck and neck. Those are two tough linebackers, but Hampton gets the nod in the preseason. He had 4.5 sacks last year, 9.3 tackles per game as well. And with all of these 3- and 4-star kids that Coach Deion Sanders has signed in the last couple of months, who knows who the best player is even going to be on Jackson State. But a lot of those guys we will not see until the fall. They won't be eligible in the spring. But the anticipation of what Jackson State might be is like nothing we've seen in quite a while in HBCU football.
It's not a level playing field. It's unacceptable. And thank God, God called me to change the game, to open the eyes, to open the door, not just for Jackson State, but for everybody. I mean, simplistic things like a training table, like the practice surface, some of the equipment, some of the field equipment. It's so many things that I'm on and having a lot of meetings every day, and this is one of them. So I love it. I love the challenge of it. But if these kids had the same playing field, I guarantee you more would matriculate to the next level. But it's not. And that's why I'm here to balance this thing. Because some of the things that I've seen thus far in my early tenure are truly unacceptable. And it causes a kid not to dream. It causes a kid to not have that passion because he don't see no end result that's promising for him. And the devil is a lie. That's not going to happen up under my watch. Ain't no way in the world. They deserve better.
Okay, that's it for now, but we are not done. Media Day rolls on tomorrow, and we have lots of content to send your way in the days to come, in the weeks to come, leading into the spring. So for now, hit that subscribe button on your screen. Make sure you are connected with us on social, and drop your email in at hbcugameday.com for all of the latest on HBCU sports and culture. We'll see you guys soon.